Trump stuns with what he suddenly did to Marines in Phoenix he saw out of corner of his eye. ABC News recorded a video showing President Donald Trump spending time with Marines in Phoenix, Arizona. Trump is well known to support the American military. Regardless of Trump's decision to ban transgenders from the military, which seems to be mostly for monetary and medical reasons, there is still a huge amount of support for our troops. Trump acts like a true president when he greets the American soldiers who fight for everything we have today. Trump steps off the plane and hears a crowd of cheers. We only saw this video on ABC News, but it wasn't on CNN. I wonder why CNN wouldn't show something like this. At the time of this story being published, I did not see the same supporting video for Trump. Even if CNN posted the video, it doesn't mean they particularly support Trump. They would just be reporting real news and what actually happened. And, what happened was that soldiers cheered for the President of the United States of America. If that's too offensive for CNN to show, then so be it. ABC News had no problem showing the video because it's something that actually happened. I guess people call that real news? If a crowd cheered for Obama, then we would show it, maybe not. It does not mean we support Obama, but it means we would like to show real news. Some people may question mental conditions of people cheering for him, but that's just my opinion. Trump is expected to discuss the border wall along the America and Mexico border. The wall, most famously known as the Trump Wall, is thought to prevent or reduce the number of illegal immigrants from flooding into the country. America has a problem with illegal immigrants who are criminals, and it would benefit all residents of the country if a reduction in violent crimes can occur. The White House says President Donald Trump is scheduled to visit a Marine Corps base in Arizona along the U.S.-Mexico border. Trump is set to visit Marine Air Station Yuma on Tuesday afternoon before he travels to Phoenix to hold a rally. Yuma's location along the U.S.-Mexico border touches on one of Trump's signature issues, his call for putting up a border wall to stem illegal immigration from Mexico. The rally in Phoenix will take place at the city's convention center. Trump tweeted about the event last week with a link for ticket availability. The president has been holding campaign-style events in Trump-friendly areas since he took office. The rally will be his first in the West. Trump visited the Marines in Arizona and will embark on a trip to Phoenix where he would attend a rally. The rally would be met by protesters in opposition of Trump's presidency. Even though Trump won more than half a year ago, oppositional forces such as protesters and Antifa are still causing an uproar at rallies. They're lucky they didn't show up to this event because there would be some serious hurt going on with all those Marines around. We love that President Trump supports our military as much as he does. Just today he spoke to the American Legion in Reno, Nevada. He signed legislation that makes it easier for veterans to appeal denials for health coverage from the Virginia via the American Legion. President Trump signed legislation Wednesday at the American Legion's National Convention that will go a long way toward fixing the beleaguered VA appeals process. To fulfill our patriotic duties, we must take care of our great veterans, Trump told about 9,000 American Legion members at the second day of the general session in Reno, Nevada 1 year ago. At this gathering, I promised you that I would make it my priority to fix the broken VA system and deliver to our veterans the care they so richly deserve. The Veterans Appeals Improvement and Modernization Act of 2017 creates 3 appeals lanes. Veterans would choose the one that best suits his or her needs. The 3 lanes will be: local higher-level review lane, in which an adjudicator reviews the same evidence considered by the original claims processor. New evidence lane, in which the veteran could submit new evidence for review and have a hearing. Board lane, in which jurisdiction for the appeal would transfer immediately to the Board of Veterans' Appeals. I want to thank the American Legion for getting this done, the president said. It's something they've been trying to get done for 40 years. And we've passed VA accountability legislation. The Legion has a lot of power and they use it well. The law's impact will be felt for a long time. No longer will veterans be waiting to get their appeals heard, Trump said. And they will get decisions much more quickly in a fraction of the time. As of last spring, More than 470,000 appeals of claims decisions were pending. The average wait time for these appeals to be fully adjudicated is 5 years. If nothing changes, by 2027 veterans will wait an average of 10 years to get a decision. The bipartisan bill, H.R. 2288, was crafted with much input from the American Legion. It is expected to shorten the average wait time for final appeal decisions from 5 years to 125 days. American Legion National Commander Charles E. Schmidt welcomed the news. "Today's signing is a major victory for America's veterans," Schmidt said. "I can think of no better place for the President to sign this bill than at the National Convention of America's largest and most influential veterans service organization. The legislation is a simple, fair and appropriate way to ensure that our nation's veterans, and their families, receive their earned benefits in a timely and efficient manner." During his speech to the American Legion, Trump also addressed other key issues. Patriotism. The American Legion embodies the spirit of patriotism. That is the true source of our strength and the hope for our future. You cherish our values and you defend our great American flag. American flag, it is time to heal the wounds that have divided us, and to seek a new unity based on the common values that unite us. We are one people, with one home, and one flag. Infrastructure. We don't have to be content with a dilapidated road system with crumbling buildings or rusted-out factories. We can build gleaming new highways and state-of-the-art manufacturing and modern works of wonder. And we can do it all with American workers and American iron, aluminum and steel. Young people, every veteran here today is part of a long, unbroken chain of American heroes. We salute your service. The American Legion not only teaches history, you help keep history alive. You teach young Americans to have pride in our history so that they will have confidence in our future, history and culture. For generations now, the American Legion has taught young people the principles of America. You've emphasized the need to preserve the nation's cultural, moral and patriotic values. You encourage the observation of patriotic holidays. You stress the need to enforce our laws, including our immigration laws. Newly signed Harry Cole Murray GI Bill. Under this legislation, veterans can use their GI Bill at any point in their lifetimes. Recent violence. We will never tolerate crime in our cities, bloodshed in our communities, or acts of hatred or terrorism against our citizens. We will always support our great law enforcement personnel. Defense spending. We are committed to expanding and improving our missile defense systems to shoot down missiles in flight. We are getting better and better at it. We will develop better surveillance and long strike capabilities to prevent our enemies from launching them in the first place. Trump also noted positive gains in the war on terrorism, while noting that more work needs to be done to prevent Islamic State and other organizations from using the Internet as a recruiting tool. We will pursue an honorable outcome in Afghanistan, Trump said. Our troops have already made a tremendous sacrifice. We will give the men and women in uniform the tools they need and the trust they have earned to fight and to win. President Trump will most likely go down in history as the commander-in-chief who did more for our military veterans and those who served than any other president has. That's a major change over the last president who despised our troops. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.